Michael, I really need to ask you about in, on, and at.
Ah, the prepositions. Tell me, what is confusing you exactly?
Honestly, everything. Why on the bus but in the car? It makes no sense.
I see. You feel like there are no rules, right?
Exactly. It is a nightmare. I feel like I'm always guessing.
Well, listen. Stop guessing, and please stop memorizing. Today, you will finally understand the logic with 3 simple images. But before we start, a quick request for our amazing listeners. Please support us, like this video, and subscribe to the channel right now.
Done. That sounds fair. Now, please, Michael, teach me.
Okay, Olivia, let's start with a common mistake.
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
Try this. I will see you Monday morning.
I will see you in Monday morning?
Not quite. Many people say that.
Is it at Monday morning?
Nope, still wrong.
Okay, don't tell me. Is it on?
Yes, it's actually on Monday morning.
See, I always do that. Why is it on?
Don't worry, it's totally natural to mix them up.
Really? Even native speakers?
Definitely. They hesitate sometimes too.
That makes me feel much better.
Good. So let's build your first mental image. Rule number 1, on.
Okay, what is the image for on?
Think of a surface or a line.
A surface? Like a table?
Exactly. On the table, on the floor, on the wall.
Wait, the wall is vertical. Is it still a surface?
Absolutely. Anything you can put something on.
So, a picture on the wall?
Exactly. You got it.
What about the ceiling?
Yes, a light on the ceiling.
Wow, okay. Surface equals on.
Now, think about time. Days are like surfaces on a calendar.
Oh, so on Monday?
Yes, on Tuesday, on Wednesday.
What about specific dates, like my birthday?
Yes, on my birthday, on May 5th, on New Year's Day.
Okay, so if it's a day, I use on.
Exactly, every single time.
What about weekends? I hear at the weekend, too.
Ah, good catch. In British English, they say at.
And in American English?
They say on the weekend.
English is crazy.
Just pick one and stay consistent.
Okay, I'll go with on the weekend. It's easier.
Perfect. Now let's talk about transport.
The part that confuses me most.
Okay, can you stand up and walk on a bus?
Yeah, if it's moving, I might fall, but yes.
But you can physically walk down the aisle, right?
Yes, I can.
Then it's on the bus.
Wait, what about a train?
Can you walk on a train?
Yes, to the dining car.
So?
On the train.
Exactly. A plane?
On the plane. I walk to my seat.
A ship.
On the ship, definitely.
Now, what about a bicycle?
You sit on it?
Right, it's a surface, so?
On the bike.
Perfect. You're on a roll, Olivia.
On a roll. I see what you did there.
Exactly. Now, what if you're not on the bus?
I say I am not on the bus.
Correct. It's not on Saturday, it's on Monday.
Okay, let's try some phrases. On time?
Yes, I arrived on time.
What about on the way?
Think of the road as a line.
So I'm on that line.
Exactly. I'm on the way to your house.
Oh, and on the phone?
Yes, she is on the phone right now.
Wow, on is much bigger than I thought.
It is. But the surface image covers almost everything.
Okay, I think I'm ready for the next one.
Great. Let's look at in.
What is the image for in?
Think of a box or a container.
Something closed.
Yes, something that surrounds you.
Like a room.
Exactly. In the room. In the kitchen.
In the garden. It doesn't have a roof.
But it has boundaries, right? Fences?
Ah, so it's like a big open box.
Exactly. So, in the garden.
What about in the park?
Yes, same logic. In the park.
Okay, now the car.
Can you stand up and walk around in a car?
No, I'd hit my head.
Exactly. You sit inside a small space.
So, in the car,
Yes, and a taxi?
in the taxi,
And a small boat?
in the boat.
Perfect. You see the difference with transport now?
Yes! If I walk, it's on. If I sit in a box, it's in.
Bingo, you got it, totally.
What about time within?
Use in for big containers of time.
Big containers, like months?
Exactly, in June, in December.
Years?
Yes, in 2024, in the 90s.
Seasons?
In summer, in winter.
Centuries?
In the 21st century.
Wow. So in is for the long stuff.
Right, think of the year as a big box of days.
I love that image.
Wait, what about parts of the day?
In the morning?
Yes, in the afternoon, in the evening.
But wait, Michael,
What?
we say at night. Why not in the night?
Good question. At night is a special exception.
Seriously, another exception?
Actually, you can say in the night.
You can?
Yes, but it means during one specific night.
And at night?
That's for nighttime in general.
English is so deep.
It is, but stick to the box image for most in uses.
Okay, let's do the negative for in.
If your friend isn't in the office,
She is not in the office.
if the keys aren't in your bag,
They are not in my bag.
easy, right?
Yes, very clear.
Now, we have to talk about at.
The scary one.
It's not scary. Think of a tiny dot.
A dot, like a point on a map?
Exactly, a specific point.
Like the time on a clock?
Yes, 8 o'clock is a point, so at 8 o'clock.
At 7:30, at noon, at midnight.
Exactly, you're doing great.
What about places?
It's for a precise spot.
Example.
At the bus stop.
Ah, it's a point on the street.
Right, at the door.
Someone is at the door.
At the corner.
Yes, I'll meet you at the corner.
Now let's talk about addresses. This is where people get stuck.
I'm listening. I'm focused.
If I say Main Street, is it a point or a line?
It's a long line, so on Main Street?
Perfect. But if I say 500 Main Street,
That's a specific house, a point.
so?
At 500 Main Street.
Yes, wow. You really understand the logic now.
I actually do. On for the street, at for the house.
And what if you were inside the house?
In the house.
You're a genius, Olivia.
I feel like one.
Let's test you. The supermarket.
That's tricky.
Think about it. If you were meeting a friend there,
I'd say I am at the supermarket.
right, it's your location.
But if I'm buying milk inside,
Then?
I am in the supermarket.
Exactly. Both are correct. It just depends on the focus.
At for the location, in for being inside the building.
Absolutely. Totally.
What about at work or at school?
Yes, those are points of activity.
So I am at work. I am at university.
Yes, these are very common.
Wait, what about at the table?
Think. Is it a point?
Yes, where you sit.
Correct. Sit at the table.
But the cup is on the table.
Yes, because it touches the surface.
Wow, I finally see the difference.
It's all about the picture in your head.
Okay, let's do a fast drill.
Ready?
Ready.
Christmas Day,
On, because it's a day.
8 p.m.
At, because it's a point.
The morning,
In, it's a big container of time.
the bus stop,
At, it's a point on the map.
Oxford Street,
On, it's a line.
a taxi,
In, it's a box.
a train,
On, I can walk.
July,
In, it's a month.
my wedding day,
On, it's a day.
the entrance,
At, it's a point.
the kitchen,
In, It's a room.
The wall.
On. It's a surface.
Olivia, you are 100% correct.
Wow, that was fast!
See? No guessing, just logic.
I feel so much better, honestly.
Okay, let's put it all together in a real conversation.
A real-life scenario?
Yes, let's plan a meeting.
Okay, you start.
Hey, Olivia, are you free on Friday?
Yes, I'm free. What's happening?
There is a great concert in the park.
Oh, I love the park. What time?
It starts at 6 p.m.
Perfect. Where should we meet?
Let's meet at the main gate.
Okay, I'll be there. How are you getting there?
I'm taking the bus. I'll be on the number 10 bus.
Great. I'll be in my car. I'll park on 2nd Street.
Perfect. See you on Friday at 6.
See you then.
Wait, did you notice what you said?
I used on Friday.
And?
In the park. At 6. At the gate.
And the transport?
On the bus and in my car.
And the street?
On 2nd Street.
Olivia, that was perfect.
It feels so natural now.
That's the power of the 3 images.
Dot, line, box.
Exactly. Dot is at, line is on, box is in.
I'm never going to forget that.
Okay, let's look at some tricky things.
Oh no, here we go. Tricky stuff.
What about water?
Water. Like the sea?
Yes, if you are swimming, where are you?
I am surrounded by water, so in the sea.
Correct. But what if you are on a boat?
Well, the boat is on the surface.
So you are on the sea.
Oh, that makes sense. In the water versus on the water.
Precisely. What about the beach?
I usually say at the beach.
Yes, because it's a location, a point on your vacation map.
But can I say on the beach?
Yes, if you are lying on the sand.
Because the sand is a surface.
You've got it.
This is like a game now.
Let's talk about the end.
In the end or at the end?
This is a big one. At the end is for a point in time or space.
Like at the end of the movie?
Yes, or at the end of the street.
And in the end?
That means finally or after everything.
In the end, we decided to stay home.
Exactly. It's a summary of a situation.
So at is the point and in is the result.
Perfect. What about in the way and on the way?
Ooh, I am on the way means I am traveling.
Yes, you are on the line to your destination.
And in the way?
That means you are a block, like an obstacle in a box.
Move your car. It is in the way.
Exactly.
Michael, what about technology?
Like the internet?
Yes. Do I say in the internet?
No. Remember the screen rule.
Screens are surfaces.
So it's on the internet,
On a website.
on social media.
On my laptop.
Exactly. Even though the data is inside, we see it on the surface.
What about a photo?
This is the exception. We say in a photo.
Why? It's a surface.
Think of the photo as a frame, a small box for a memory.
Ah, in the picture. In the mirror.
Yes, because you are inside the reflection.
Okay, I can accept that logic.
You're doing so well. Let's talk about in time versus on time.
We mentioned on time is the schedule.
Yes, the plane landed on time.
And in time?
That means early enough.
I arrived in time to see the beginning.
Correct. You were within the box of available time.
Okay, I'm feeling like a master of prepositions.
Let's try at the hospital versus in the hospital.
If I am a patient,
Then you are in the hospital.
because I am staying inside the building.
And if you are just visiting a friend,
I am at the hospital. It's just my location.
brilliant. Same for in school and at school.
In school means I am a student.
And at school means I am physically there right now.
This clears up so many years of confusion.
I'm glad. Let's do some more fast-paced ones.
I'm ready. Let's go.
The sky,
In, it's a big space.
a map,
On, it's a surface.
a queue, a line of people,
In, I am in the line.
the front of the line,
At, it's a point.
the middle of the room,
In, it's the center of the box.
My lap?
On, it's a surface.
The grass?
On,
The mountains?
in the mountains.
A chair?
On a chair.
An armchair.
In an armchair because it has sides.
You are unstoppable.
I am thinking about the images now.
That is the secret. Don't think about grammar, think about the picture.
It's much faster than remembering a list.
Much faster and more accurate.
What about at the bottom?
Yes, it's a point.
At the top?
Another point.
On the side?
A surface.
This is amazing.
Let's talk about in a car again.
Okay.
What about a truck?
Can I walk in it?
Only if it's a huge semi-truck with a bed.
Otherwise, I sit in it.
So,
In the truck.
exactly. A helicopter.
In, it's small.
A rocket ship.
On a rocket?
Usually on, like a mission, on the Apollo 11.
Because it's like a ship.
Yes, a spacecraft.
Wow, even in space the rules work.
Yes, even in space.
On the moon?
It's a surface.
In the galaxy?
It's a container.
Michael, you've made me a genius.
You already were. You just needed the key.
I feel so much more confident.
Good. Let's try some abstract things.
Like in love?
Yes, love is like a state that surrounds you, like a box.
On purpose?
That's an idiom. On.
At peace?
A point of mind.
In a hurry?
You are inside a state of rushing.
On a diet?
Like you are on a path or a line.
This is so interesting.
It really is. Most English speakers don't even know these rules.
They just know it sounds right.
Exactly. But for learners, the images are the shortcut.
On a group?
Yes.
On a team?
Yes, because a team is like a list or a line.
In a meeting?
Yes, you are inside the event.
At a party?
Yes, it's the location.
What if I say I'm in the party?
That works if you want to say you are in the middle of the crowd.
I see the nuance now.
It's about what you want to emphasize.
If I'm at the door of the party, I'm at the party.
Correct.
If I'm dancing in the living room, I'm in the party.
Perfect.
Michael, we should write a book.
Maybe one day.
Prepositions for the Brave.
I love that title.
We're nearly finished, aren't we?
We have a bit more time. Let's do a home challenge.
At home or in the house?
Yes, what's the difference?
At home is general, my location.
And in the house?
Specifically inside the building.
Correct. What about in bed?
Under the covers.
Yes, and on the bed?
Sitting on top of the covers.
Exactly.
It's so logical.
At the table for dinner?
On the table for the food.
You've got it.
What about in the kitchen?
A room is a box.
In the balcony?
A balcony is a surface.
This is so helpful for daily life.
I'm glad it's clicking for you.
I used to spend hours memorizing lists.
Lists are the enemy of fluency.
I believe that now.
When you speak, you don't have time for lists.
No, but I have time for a quick mental image.
Exactly. A flash of a dot, a line, or a box.
And the word comes out naturally.
That is true fluency.
Let's summarize one last time for the audience.
Okay. At is,
A point, a specific time or location.
on is,
A surface or a line, days, streets, and transport you can walk on.
and in is,
A container, a box or a space with boundaries, months, years, and small vehicles.
Olivia, you are officially a preposition pro.
Thank you, Michael. This was the best lesson ever.
My pleasure. You did all the hard work.
Now, everyone watching, it's your turn.
Yes, leave a comment.
Use in, on, and at in a sentence.
I will be reading and correcting them.
He really will. He's the best.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we will see you in the next video.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
On the next lesson.
Haha, exactly, on the next one.
Bye.